Hi guys, Tech James here. In this video I will be showing you guys this really cool kind of Game Boy cartridge that lets you turn your Game Boy into a wireless controller for your PC, your Raspberry Pi. This works on tons of different things, and basically I've got it right here. This was actually sent to me by Inside Gadgets, so if you guys would like to check out their website, I will leave a link to it in the description. On their website it has all types of these. It has them for Game Boy Advance as well, so you can put them in a DS Lite and use that as a controller. And the one they sent me here is just the clear Game Boy one, and they also sent me the USB adapter. So if I just take these out, this is basically what they look like. So here is the USB adapter. As you can see, it's pretty simple. You plug it into your PC, and then this is what you will put into your Game Boy, and you will be able to use your Game Boy as a wireless controller. So for this one right here, these are all the devices it works on: original Game Boy, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, and then the Game Boy Advance. So what we can do is pretty much pick any of these and we can use them as a controller on our PC. So if we just pick one of these, let's just say the Game Boy Advance SP, all we would have to do is just put the cartridge into it. And now if we just go and power this on, it's actually going to start searching for the wireless adapter. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go onto my PC now, and let's connect in the wireless adapter. So that is what the screen just looks like on the Game Boy. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It just says Inside Gadgets Game Boy Controller. So let's go onto my computer, let's plug this in, and I will show you guys how to set it up from there. So if you guys are using a Windows 10 like me, what you want to do is just click on the Windows 10 icon down here, and then you want to go to the settings option. From the settings, what we want to do is just click on devices. Now we need to check that the Game Boy adapter has come up. So if you look in other devices, it should come up here, wireless Game Boy / Game Boy Advance adapter. So that means it is now working on our computer. Just make sure it comes up here. It should automatically install the driver software. So let's just click close on this, and now let's test out our Game Boy with an emulator. So first of all, let's just test a SNES 9X emulator. So let's just double click on the EXE and I will set this thing up. So what we have to do to actually set up our Game Boy as a controller, and this is pretty much the same on all programs. You just kind of want to look for the input tab or the emulation, look for somewhere to enter in a controller. Then I'm going to go to input for configuration, and I'm just going to select joypad 1. Now what I'm going to do is just hold my Game Boy Advance right here, and basically every time I click one of these boxes, I have to press the key that matches it. So I'm going to press up right now, and then press the key on my Game Boy. Then we're going to press left, down, right, B, A, and then we've also got start and select. Okay, so once we've kind of set it up and got it working, what we can actually do is just test it with a game. So if I just click on OK, to File and Recent Games, or you can go into Load Game, just look for one of your ROMs. Let's just try Super Mario World, and hopefully we should be able to use our Game Boy Advance as the controller. So let's just press A, one player game, and there you go guys, it's working perfectly fine. I will show you some footage. Let's just test out some gameplay real quick just to make sure it's working perfectly fine. So as you can see, I can jump and everything like that. Moving works perfectly fine as well. So yeah guys, the gameplay seems fine, it's pretty responsive as well. I could definitely play a game with this. It's pretty unusual as well using a Game Boy to play an NES game on your computer, but it's definitely pretty cool. Okay guys, so we can also do this with the Project 64 Nintendo 64 emulator. So let's go into options, configure controller plugin, make sure we select controller 1 and make sure it's plugged in. Now what we can do is actually set it up here. So if I just press, do you know what, let's just clear this controller right here and save that. Let's just go back into it real quick. So make sure it's plugged in. Now I want to do start button, so that's start. Then we've got A, we've got B. I want to change the analog stick for the Game Boy D-pad. So we've got up, left, right, and down. And now I think that should work. So maybe let's just test it out. Let's just save that. Let's go into File, Recent ROMs. Let's just load up Mario 64 and see how it loads. Okay, so here we are in the game, and yeah, it works perfectly fine using my Game Boy Color. This is actually quite nice playing it. Now, obviously, we do not get all of the buttons. There are lots of different emulators you can use, and probably like the Game Boy emulators would work a lot better, like MGBA emulator for the Game Boy Advance. There's some other stuff you can use. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys you can pretty much use this with everything. So that is pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out the links in the description if you wish to purchase one of these. If you wish to purchase the wireless Game Boy controller cartridge from Inside Gadgets. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.